All right, so the Raiders got rid of everybody except for Davante Adams. The poor guy, man.
Yep.
Poor guy. As a
I
Chiefs
know.
fan,
Yeah.
you've got to be. This has got to be very great news for you. So it's time to figure out the Raiders' future with a game of likely, maybe, or what if. Give Las Vegas options for their future, each more galaxy brain than the last one.
Okay, so I'm actually not gonna because we've gone so long, I'm not gonna give them three options. I'm just gonna tell them exactly what they should do. What the Raiders should do is in the offseason, everyone's gonna try to hire Ben Johnson. Let's assume they can't because he's gonna have his options. They should hire Eric Bieniemy, who I think has done quite well outside of Kansas City, making Sam Howell look like a legitimate quarterback. They should use the 7th pick of the draft, which is about what they're going to have, on Shedeur Sanders, which will A, give them a quarterback of the future, and B, give them real juice in Vegas, so all those home games are not simply opposing teams' fans traveling to Vegas where they don't have a home field. You would have some real star quality there. And then C, they should trade away Davante Adams, maybe trade away, and this one would hurt a lot, Max Crosby. You would get 2 first-round picks for Max Crosby because he's young, awesome, and on a great contract. You would get 1 first-round pick for Davante Adams, and you would start over. And you would say, okay, in 2024, we are cleaning up our cap, cleaning up our books, and drafting young talent. In 2025, we hope to be competitive, and in 2026, we hope to be contenders. Because if you draft the right quarterback and you build the right pieces around him by that quarterback's 3rd year, you can be a contender. That should be the plan. Now, I don't know that they'll listen to me. What's the other one?
The Lincoln Riley guy. There's talks of him wanting a coach in the NFL, move up, and maybe they get him and Caleb Williams.
The problem is they're not going to have, I mean, they already have 3 wins. They're not going to be able to get Caleb. And by the way, I don't know that I'd want Lincoln Riley as my head coach. Nobody's going to trade the Caleb pick. I mean, Lincoln Riley, I don't think has done a great job at USC this year. I mean, once for his 7th straight year, he can't field a defense. I think USC's underachieved somewhat. People are trying to put that on Caleb. I think that's ridiculous.
Drake May.
And the Daniel writes in there that Drake May is on the top of some people's boards. Yeah, idiots. Anybody that is going to argue that you should not take Caleb Williams with the number 1 overall pick doesn't know what they're talking about. There is the idea that we are going to somehow twist ourselves into knots and saying, you know what, maybe Caleb isn't the number 1 pick is lunacy. But they're not going to be able to get Drake May either. They're not going to have a top 2 pick. And the top 3 picks of the draft are going to go Caleb, Drake, Marvin Harrison. That we know. The rest is yet to be seen. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.